Elijah and the prophets of Baal. Chapter 1. The drought scene. A dry, cracked land under a hot sun. Narrator voiceover. In the land of Israel, a great drought had come, for King Ahab and his people had turned away from the true God, following the false god, Baal. Elijah stands on a mountaintop, eyes intense, calling for a message from God. Elijah prays, "Lord, I stand alone as your prophet. The people have forgotten you." Thunder rumbles in the distance. Transition to King Ahab's palace, where his wife Jezebel looks angrily at a map showing famine spreading through the land. Jezebel orders a search for Elijah. "Where is that prophet? Find him. He must pay." Elijah hides in the wilderness, sustained by God's provision. Chapter 2. The challenge is set scene. Elijah approaches King Ahab's palace with boldness. "Elijah, I am Elijah, the prophet of the Lord. Let us meet on Mount Carmel and prove who is the true God." "Ahab, you think your God can defeat our Baal?" "Elijah, bring all your prophets of Baal for 50 of them and we will offer sacrifices. The God who answers with fire will be the true God." Scene shifts to the people of Israel murmuring in the streets, wondering if they should follow Elijah or Ahab's gods. Chapter 3. Gathering at Mount Carmel scene. Elijah stands alone on a hill as the 450 prophets of Baal arrive, all in ceremonial robes, dramatic and theatrical in their appearance. "Elijah, people of Israel, how long will you waver between two opinions? If the Lord is God, follow him." The prophets of Baal mock Elijah, dancing around their altar. Elijah taunts, "Call louder. Maybe your God is sleeping or on a journey." The people laugh nervously, unsure of who to believe. Chapter 4. The prophets of Baal call on their God scene. The prophets of Baal begin their ritual, shouting and cutting themselves to call upon Baal. Baal's prophets chant and dance, desperate for a sign. Elijah watches, unmoved, his arms folded. Time passes, and the prophets grow exhausted. Elijah mocks, "Maybe Baal is busy, or perhaps he's just too tired to answer." The crowd begins to murmur. The prophets of Baal grow frantic. Chapter 5. Elijah prepares the altar scene. Elijah stands at the edge of a stone altar, an air of calm certainty around him. Elijah orders the people to bring 12 stones, representing the 12 tribes of Israel. Elijah arranges the stones carefully and prepares a sacrifice. Elijah then commands them to pour water over the sacrifice 3 times, soaking the wood and altar until it's drenched. The crowd watches in confusion. What is he doing? Is he trying to make it harder for his God? Chapter 6. Elijah prays to God scene. A tense silence falls over the mountaintop as Elijah steps forward and begins to pray. "Elijah, Lord, God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, let it be known today that you are God in Israel and that I am your servant. Answer me, O Lord, answer me, so these people will know that you, O Lord, are God." A pause. Suddenly, the sky darkens, and lightning strikes. The altar bursts into flames, consuming the sacrifice, the wood, and even the stones. The crowd gasps, awestruck. Chapter 7. The people's response scene. The people of Israel fall on their faces in fear and reverence. The people cry out in unison, "The Lord, He is God! The Lord, He is God!" Elijah stands tall, unshaken. Elijah, now, seize the prophets of Baal. Do not let any of them escape. The people rise up and capture the false prophets, dragging them away. Chapter 8. The prophets of Baal are destroyed. Scene. Elijah leads the people down the mountain as the prophets of Baal are taken to the brook Kishon. Elijah, as God has shown his power today, so will his judgment be swift. The false prophets are executed. A heavy silence falls over the land as the people process what has just happened. Chapter 9. Elijah prays for rain. Scene. Elijah kneels on the mountaintop, praying again. Elijah, Lord, I have done all you have commanded. Now, I ask for rain. Elijah sends his servant 7 times to look for clouds. The servant returns. There is a small cloud, as small as a man's hand. Elijah smiles. It is coming. The rain will pour down. Chapter 10. The rain fell. Scene. Dark clouds gather overhead. Thunder rumbles again, and the ground trembles. A storm begins, gentle at first, but soon the rain pours down in torrents, soaking the earth. The people of Israel celebrate, jumping and dancing in the rain, grateful for God's mercy and power. Elijah, this is a sign, Israel. Turn back to the Lord, for he alone is a true God. Scene ends with the people cheering. Their hearts turned back to the true God. Narrator voiceover. And so, the Lord proved that he is the one true God, and the hearts of the people turned back to him. Elijah's face and courage were a light to all Israel, showing that with God, nothing is impossible.